Why Rolex behaves differently than Audemars Piguet. Why does Rolex behave so much differently? Well, let's explore this a little bit because they're not trying to accomplish the same thing. Rolex and AP are vastly different. And honestly, I think this is one of the biggest mistakes buyers make when comparing the two brands, because they do get compared quite often, especially in conversation when we're talking to people. But Rolex and AP, which one's better? Which one will hold value better? Which one has more upside? Which one should I buy? This is the problem. And these are the questions that are being asked and we're fielding, but they're the wrong questions. Because Rolex and Audemars are not really competing the way most people think they are. From what we see every day, buying, selling, trading, consigning, sourcing, servicing watches, buyers often treat these brands like they're simply different versions of the same thing, and they're not at all. Rolex is built around consistency. AP is built around exclusivity. That's a huge difference. Rolex wants to be everywhere while remaining difficult to obtain, which they're not. AP wants to be more selective from the beginning. That's why Rolex can produce significantly more watches every year and still maintain strong demand. The brand has spent decades building that trust, over a century. People know exactly what a Submariner is. They know exactly what a Datejust is. They know exactly what a GMT is. Rolex really rarely surprises anyone, and that's intentional. Audemars operates very differently. The brand isn't trying to be everything to everyone in many ways. AP depends more heavily on collectors' interests and enthusiast demands, especially around the Royal Oak. That's why AP tends to experience larger swings when it comes to many things, but in sentiment. When demand is strong, it can be very, very strong. When the market cools, you can often feel it much faster. Rolex tends to be more stable. AP tends to be more emotional. Neither approach is right or wrong. They're just different. I think that's where many buyers get confused. They expect Rolex to behave like AP, or they expect AP to behave like Rolex, and then they're surprised when the market reacts differently. Even the buyers are different. A lot of Rolex buyers are looking for reliability and consistency and long-term stability. Many AP buyers are looking for design, exclusivity, and something that feels a little less mainstream. Again, neither is better, but they're solving different problems per se. And that's why I always tell people to stop asking which brand is better. A better question is, what are you actually looking for? Because the answer usually points you toward a brand much faster than any market chart ever will. And I think that's why these two brands continue to dominate. They're not fighting for the exact same buyer, not even remotely. They're winning for different reasons. And if you're trying to decide between Rolex and AP or any other watch and want a second opinion before you make that move, we're always happy to help. Our information is in the show notes below. We're happy to shoot you straight. But let me know what you think. Do you think Rolex and AP are actually competitors, or do you think they're completely different buyers? My name is Chris, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.